If you make custom cookies, you probably know how useful it is to turn a design, logo, or simple illustration into a cookie cutter. But creating a printable file can take time, especially if you need clean lines, a proper cutter outline, and a stamp that actually works in dough. This is Vega, a tool that helps you turn images into ready-to-print cookie cutter files. In this video, I will show how to use the image cutter model first, because this is the model that is especially useful for bakers, cookie artists, clay makers, and small businesses. Later, I will also show how Vega works with pet and human portraits. Click Open App. Vega has two main models. The image cutter model is built for ready design images, logos, simple illustrations, sketches, and colored designs. The portrait cutter model is built for portrait photos of dogs, cats, and people. In this video, we will start with the image cutter model. For this example, I will use this colored shark logo. Vega works best with clean images where the main lines are clearly visible. The design does not have to be only black and white. Colored images can work too, especially when the background is simple, plain, or white. Avoid complex backgrounds, shadows, or very pale colors that blend into the background. Select the image cutter model, then click Upload Design. Now you can use the built-in cropper to prepare the design. For best results, the design should fill most of the square, but it should still have a small clean margin around it. Try not to leave the design too small, because the model may lose focus and the final result may have fewer details. Also, avoid placing the design directly against the crop edges because the cutter needs space around the shape. This is a good example. The design is large enough, centered, and there is a small margin around it. Before generating the file, you can also click Edit Design. This is useful if you want to clean the design, add missing lines, or create an outer cutter outline. Inside the editor, you have several tools. The eraser lets you remove parts of the image that you do not want in the final cutter. The pen lets you draw new lines or make existing lines stronger. The curve tool helps you draw smoother, cleaner lines. And the outline shape tool is very useful if your design does not already have a clear outer cutter shape. For example, you can click Shape and choose a circle, rectangle, scallop circle, or a scalloped rectangle outline. Then you can move it, rotate it, scale it, or adjust one side at a time until it fits your design. When the shape is placed correctly, click the checkmark icon to add it to the image. When you are finished editing, click Apply. Then click Crop to finalize the prepared design. Now choose the cutter size. This size defines how large the final cookie cutter will be. Then click Generate. Vega starts preparing the file. It analyzes the image, creates the cutter shape, generates the STL file for 3D printing, and also prepares preview images. Once the generation is finished, the result view opens automatically. Here you can inspect the 3D model, rotate it, zoom in, and check the details. Vega also generates realistic preview images that simulate how the design may look when pressed into dough or clay. This is very helpful because you can understand the results before you start printing. You can see not only the STL file, but also how the design may work as a stamp. It's a two-piece cutter. It includes an outline cutter and a stamp. This makes it easier to cut the shape and then press the details into the cookie dough or clay. Now let's say you like the design, but you also want the same cutter in another size. Click Edit Size. Choose a new size and click Generate again. Vega uses the same prepared design and creates a new file in the new size. After a short wait, the new cutter appears. And here it is, the same design, but in a different size. All generations are saved in the History tab, so you can always come back to previous files, inspect them again, and download them. Now let's look at another part of Vega. In addition to logos, sketches, and simple designs, Vega can also create cookie cutter files from portrait photos. This works with dogs, cats, and human portraits. For example, can you turn this dog photo into a printable cookie cutter file? With the portrait cutter model, Vega converts the photo into a ready-to-print two-piece cookie cutter. This part of Vega is based on our experience designing custom portrait cookie cutters for over 9 years. We have drawn more than 10,000 custom portraits, and the model was built from that design process. To use this model, select Portrait Cutter. Click Upload Photo and choose the portrait image. Use a clear photo where the subject is facing forward and the head is clearly separated from the body. Avoid photos where the head blends into the body or where important parts of the outline are hidden. Cropping is also very important for portraits. Do not crop too close, because cutting off parts of the head removes important structure. Do not crop too far away, because the portrait becomes too small and the model may lose detail. A good crop shows the head clearly, keeps the boundaries visible, and centers the face inside the frame. After cropping, choose the size. For portrait cookie cutters, I usually recommend the 4-inch. The size is based on the longest side of the design. So if the portrait is taller than it is wide, the finished cutter will be about 4 inches tall. Then click Generate. After the generation is complete, the cutter viewer opens. You can inspect the STL model, check the preview images, and download the file. If you want to make small changes, click Edit Design. Here you can turn on the original photo as a reference, erase unwanted lines, use the Curve tool to draw smoother lines, or use the Pen tool to make some areas stronger. When you are happy with the edits, click Regenerate. Vega will use your edited design to create a new file. So Vega can help you create cookie cutter files from simple logos, colored designs, sketches, and portrait photos. You can choose the size, generate an STL file, preview the result on dough and clay, edit the design, and create different sizes from the same image. For bakers, cookie artists, clay makers, and small businesses, this makes it much easier to turn custom ideas into real, printable cookie cutters. And if you don't have a 3D printer yet, you can generate your file and order 3D printing from us. We'll print the cutter for you and ship it.